Oh yeah, we got some time. I gotta find my other wires because I had the wrong one for my charge pack.
Right.
It's one of three of my college. I can't believe this thing would charge my laptop.
Power bank.
Yeah, man. This thing right here, my last summer college, this thing is roughly about, I think from 2015, 13,
Right.
14, 13, 13, 12. I think 2011 or 12. I got four or five of them. I forget. I gave one away. This thing holds a charge
Right.
like it's still. I haven't even had it plugged up for like 3 months, and it's still fully charged. Bro.
Wow.
It's like crazy.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Let me go and check that. Let me check those primes out right quick. Give them some time to come on in.
You all right, Gobi? You all right? Good. You all right, Gobi? All right? Say something, Chief. Oh, okay. On the way.
We hooking up some food. Y'all just be patient. Read to him, T. You over there reading.
Hand me my little green cup. I'm gonna put some lime in there. Let me get some lemon. Better have lemon. Good to have lime, but lemon is like, you know what I mean?
There's some lemons up there, yeah.
Oh, there? You know, I thought there was the other day. I used to see the bowl.
Woo. Yeah, I know I need to take these shoes off and get my bare feet back on the ground. Gotta get this read on. Oh yeah. I'm just tired of the red ants wanting to bite on my toes. Yeah, man. Well, they ain't biting me, actually. They coming out. Who's really red? Ain't y'all? Y'all ready? Oh, that's right. We're ready. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Get the feet in the soil. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that feels so good. I gotta get my feet, get my toes back on the ground, bro.
Hell yeah.
I put the damn Hanes cotton socks on. They feel good, but they ain't there.
Grounding, bro.
Oh my goodness, that feels so good. Oh. Flies, you can fly all over, man. On my natives. Just a little read on. Oh, Mac. Is this the Mojave Desert? Hey, how's it going? No, this is not the Mojave, beloved. Just waiting for some more people to come on in. Lime juice, lime water, actually. Salute, salutations, everybody. Excuse my little do-rag. No name on my head. Gonna read a little something. Okay, let's wait a few more minutes. Yeah, don't remember that. Hey, did T go in there?
He's in the bathroom.
Oh, he didn't see the. That stuff was banging. The beans cooked up, boy, that's gonna be it. How long did it take last time? About 3, 4, 5 minutes, or 3 minutes. And you're supposed to simmer it, but you can't boil it for like 15 minutes. And
I
then,
thought we did it longer than that.
well, we did, but I'm just saying, you know, yeah, that could just be long term. But I mean, you know, like there's a way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're supposed to let it go overnight, soak, and then when you cook them, they cook up quick. You know what I mean? Beans and stuff, pinto beans, microfrijos, whatever. Yo, you didn't see that post, man. I actually saved it.
Which one?
This idiot, man. Turtle Gang. This guy's
God,
working with the
him.
ego.
I know exactly who you're talking
He's sounding stupider and stupider every day,
Still
man.
paying attention to
African Americans and the Democrats. He don't know not a damn thing he's talking. I just went and downloaded, like, because I know newspapers, right? First of all, Satch, Louis Armstrong. You know, he said the Negro. He alludes to the fact we're here for a fair shake after the war. No one is his land. And then you have this half fake Jew Negro, excuse me. Sammy Davis, when his youth wanted to speak out against him, because you got to remember, just like what's the name, with Eartha Kitt. What was that brother's name? The actor Sidney Poitier.
Right.
He was a sellout, a boule. You know, one of them cap or whatever, right?
Right.
Masonic. And he had sex with Eartha, and she thought she was gonna have a relationship. She got so tired of the so-called, they're black as far as Hollywood music, because they just wanted to come up and to have sex with her. That was just, well, keeping it in the sticks.
Right.
But they didn't care. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is how this idiot is sounded. You know, especially that Stacy Spirit Wolf in California. He sounds like a freaking idiot. And this African American term, he tried to put an article up there out for UMD, this education bull crap. After when he started talking about Princeton, I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to sit here and clarify Princeton as historical. Talking about one of the oldest, and it was not an education system. They were not teach. Oh my goodness, 17 something. You can't make up this level of stupidity. Anyway, he's talking about in 1736 when the term was coined, African American. Actually, in this whole diatribe, I proved this 20 years ago, and even in the military, I first showed people it. It was coined by an anonymous individual, and we're talking about of recent. Because when people were talking about it back then, they were just utilizing that because based on prior to the Civil War, to which nobody knows nothing about. I am fortunate enough to have two relatives who I knew who fought in the damn thing. All right. And everything he's talking is just straight out his ass. I was surprised. I saw Toby, our brother Toby, he put a smiley face. I hope he was laughing because you know that Francis is talking a lot of boo-boo or caca. That's pure boo-boo and caca. And if you can't articulate truth and do real sound research other than what you find to be sound because it's befitting to you, I'm not begrudgingly going to sit there and beat you into the ground. That is the problem of people right now. And that's that liberal state of mind. He said something about Trump, and because Trump said they're going to get rid of Christopher Columbus Day for Indigenous Day. First of all, Trump is not a historian. He's a Jew, a German. His thing is business. Like if you want to equate that as if you're protecting the Kamala, you is a friggin' idiot. If you're not looking at what's going on in the world. But this is the mindset of these retards in California. They're using different chemicals in the rain, and everybody's telling me up there, and that's why they're getting out of there. They say there are times they wake up and they feel totally different. You know, after watching TV. I got two homies that got rid of the TV. They're all the stuff in that. There's furniture. And they sit around, they play old Scrabble games, they go out for jogs, they go to the park. TVs that it took the kids a couple of months to get used to, there's no TVs, there's no tablets. They even got a house phone. I don't even know how he did that. But he got cell phones still. Yeah, landline. I was like, God, dog, something is going on, man. And I'm not saying this like to be hateful, obviously. But if you know the truth of where it started from, it didn't start it. And it says anonymous African American. It was written by a friggin' Jew. If you do a little further research, and I'm just going to hold on to the information of where it transpired and where it came from. And I'm sitting here holding on to this good old luggage. Oh, why don't you share it? Like, why don't you research? You're so smart. And don't go to Google. Oh, my goodness, man. You can't make this kind of flagrant ignorance up. This is what happens when your ego get too big and you know all that fake pride and somebody hurt you because you marry somebody. Nobody's supposed to tell you. If I wanted to marry a Chinese woman, I know a few beautiful ones, that'd be the case. I don't believe in marriage. It's a contract. When are people going to wake up and get their heads out their booties? Even the jumping broom, my great grandmother Bettina Lee told me what jumping broom was really about, and it ain't come out of Africa. They ain't have brooms. I was sitting there going, I was dumbfounded. Now, mind you, at this time, when she told me about it, I was 18. And I used to always go and visit her and ask her, oh man, millions of questions, thousands of questions actually. And you just cannot make this up. And it's I guess you could say it's bothersome in some form of way. Why am I saying this? Because there's people reading it and they actually believe this garbage. You can't make this up, man. You can't make it up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for hiding the knucklehead, baby girl Slaughter. How you doing, mama? Alfie Cobson, hi, how you doing? I didn't see you there, baby girl. At least she's in the house. And it's just so because a lot of people follow these individuals. Like following an individual doesn't mean that they're going to give you truth because it's a statement made in the dark. If they're going to put something out there and they've subscribed to it, it doesn't mean that you have to. It's what they believe. Fanciful lack of knowledge. That's why they're sharing it. They're researching and they're not digging well. They're not digging well enough. You know what's bothersome? I go over to other countries, French archives. I go to literacy boxes and all that of different countries. This is what happens when you're in college. You actually write theses, and you know what I'm saying? And you give whole hour and a half lectures to professors, and you learn most of them are foreign. This is why I say what I say. And they're sitting there like looking at you like, is it in turn with the curriculum? What you call it, suppose? Yes, if you pay attention and let this old student finish, young professor. And that's how I used to talk to him. You know what I mean? And then they were like, oh, we got to send it off, change the curriculum. And, no, they already know this. They just need the rest of everybody else to be dumb, illiterate, don't know how to search things. And he just keeps throwing stuff up every day like he's angry at somebody. He's angry at himself. He just don't know it yet. He's not ascending. He hasn't opened the fulcrum of his existence. He is so stuck in the how you say it, you have the maternal, right? But he's stuck in the patriarchal narrative of things, which is combative without power to guide his essence. So his strength is all over the place. It's just like, maybe he's arguing and fighting with his wife. I don't know. It's none of my business. But there's something that's not right. Not at all. And it's terrible. Yeah, I guess he talks like he don't think nobody knows something. This is amazing. I don't know everything, but you're not going to sit there going with this boo-boo baha stuff because people are steadily rewriting stuff and they keep, they don't have a clue. They change rocks and stones in history. I mean, the George Orwellian factor, and that's the closest one to run to. Nobody else has pulled up anybody else making a statement. I've already given several. And please find some more, Troubles my mind when I see individuals supposed to be highly intelligent and intellectual liking on bull. And I'm not here to tell them what to like. I'm saying do the research, man. Don't settle in this colorism, this epoch of complete idolatry. God, man. Squirrel Sniper, what's going on? Ain't seen you in a minute. What's up, beloved? Paying attention to the highest form of currency exchange. Yes, you are correct. Appreciate you, Carrie. Big, hey, what's going on? We're going to get a little reading on here. We're going to get started, okay? Anyway, I just want to read. I had inspired. The Dome and Outer Space Projection, year 1728, the last reset. That's why another reason why I have an issue with these bibbling who don't know nothing. The flood zones, the burn marks, everything of a great war they cannot even imagine. The fact that they've took over all our underground hidden spaces that allowed us to survive here on the land. Not people are too coward to come together because they got all these foreigners who don't know who they are. And I only say foreigners because they don't know who they are. When they really start to learn who they are, you won't have dumb, racist, Jewish, Spanish cops attacking little children, pulling guns on people walking through the neighborhood that belongs to us anyway. You cannot make up this consistent ignorance. Anyway, I believe that last reset, yes. Let's go ahead and get into this, and I want to go ahead and pick up where we left off at before going into the chapter 3. I really want you to pay attention. This is from chapter 2, which I left off at. It's been a while, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but chapter 2 is The Dome and Outer Space Projection, year 1728, the last reset by Claudio Naselli, nos confundum, no confusion. All right, so chapter 2, conversations with ancestral humans, as far as 6th generation. All right, so the first thing to keep in mind as one goes deeper into the study of the past history of humanity are the resets or restarts. These interruptions of development have an average of stipulated years, except for some exceptions that we will see later. Anyway, let's pick up from this page. This is where I want to start off at. For that reason, the adjustments were even more strict, precise, and inflexible. What am I stating? On the other page, we talk about the detail to keep in mind that each new beginning is a strict adjustment to improve according to their own perspective. The colony, is it for better or for worse? You define that. In this way, they carry out great and rigorous modifications in several areas that they consider important, and undoubtedly the most extensive cycle, and that has marked, it smells good in there, don't it, bro?
Man.
Marked the custodians the most was the previous humanity ancestral, or also known as the Grand Tartary era, which is real. And that happened before the year we know as 1728 for a long time. That's why I hear somebody talking about 1736. They don't know the people was done what they've done. That's why I cannot listen to these brothers no more, you know? But anyway, for that reason, the adjustments were even more strict, precise, and inflexible. And one of the many changes that they were going to carry out under the invisible dome would happen precisely in our skies with the insertion, of advanced technology for the illusion by means of projections from outer space. You already know what outer space is, right? Molding everything else to that belief of what we see in the skies and reflecting what on earth then happens. Now, you know, there's thousands of pilots who have been coming out saying, the earth is not round. In this way, they would begin to add during the following years of development, and according to the path, listen to this again. In this way, if you're thinking about for the reason the adjustments were even more strict, and you'll see why. In this way, they would begin to add during the following years of development, and according to the path they wanted to take the new hue of a man's. The strict education based on the prefixed parameters on calculations adapted in the known theory, in conjunction with the technology that the custodians and Anunnaki beings themselves were going to gradually insert, so that these theories would be well received and could not even be questioned. Now you got to remember, we beat the Anunnaki and we beat the custodians. The custodians look like us. Anunnaki, well, all around the world, you'd be surprised, all around Earth, there's a lot of melanated beings, creatures, things. Anyway, the idea of the invisible dome projector had a lot to do, according to information gathered by the ancestors, with the Anunnaki beings who, after the last treaty, would have kept a large percentage of the human colony, since the custodians had lost a fierce war against these beings and were forced to sign so as not to lose it in its entirety, the treaty with the Anunnaki. They would then have adapted this new model to try to achieve a different path for the long development of the new humanity within dividing barriers. Thus began this new adapted cycle in the year 1728, with the idea of being able to postpone without any reset, okay, by trying to reach its maximum stipulated time, clearly agreed upon in advance, and by removing the new humanity from any idea, hence ergo the added 800 to 1,000 years, any idea of being able to obtain information about their environment and the home where they really live, as well as their true purpose on this physical plane and their importance within the Great Dome. Let's say, hypothetically or truthfully, hypothetically or close to being plausible, that everything that we're reading and everything has been designed for us to follow, for those who may wake up in a certain way, and to give direction that still may bear false witness or give those false sense. I'm not saying this is facts. I am saying that you have a lot of truth, and this aerodynamic plane has a lot of flaws. And be careful of those who you listen to, who you subscribe to, and who you follow, and what you like, without circumventing, based on the fact that it's relevant to what you say. If you like it, doesn't mean it's a fact. Just because it's information that seems like it may be stipulated in resources of real information. Not always, because if they rewrote history, changed books and statues and colors and all made up all this new stuff, that should illuminate something. And that is actually based on facts. The last parlay, okay, of my statement. So be mindful of who you are listening to. Because a lot of y'all listen to these characters because of the followings they built up on YouTube and Facebook, arguing with goofy sodnettas and all that other dumb fools running around the place, placating everything that might be rational and reasonable because people feel a certain way based on the stipulations of what they gathered, and some thinking they're highly intelligently, intellectually able to, and profoundly able to convince you otherwise. What would be that purpose? I am not attempting to convince you of nothing. I want to see you go and personify your own growth in your own, and have your own gratification of whatever it is you achieve. But you don't have to be by yourself, and you don't have to walk before, in front, or behind, or last to anyone. Big difference. Okay. So chapter 3, the theory of the invisible dome projector, the IDP, the invisible dome projector, and the space illusion. On this path to deep knowledge about the environment and the dome world we live in, many of the ancestors who are always ready to help answered as many questions as necessary. Both ToLU'S, THUL, and other great masters, I am going to try to take you through the same path that I have had to travel since I arrived in these wonderful lands. The dome is not specific to our lands. There is at least one dividing dome for each world or circle environment or cell or cellular or cellulose matrix. Whatever the reader likes to call them, this transparent dome that seems to function as a kind of plasma membrane due to its main function is much more complex to understand and of course to analyze. It is the representation of the dividing layers of multiverses and of a totally different inner-outer connection. For that reason, the custodians in Anunnaki not only easily manipulated our world due to their advanced technology, but also that of so many others. But why is the dome so important, you would ask? And how does it relate to lost human history? Well, let's see what he has to say. Well, to answer these questions, we have to first understand, or have a deeper, conclusive understanding or information, that if this theory is true, knowledge about the true universe is being deliberately withheld from us. And this could lead to a transformation of our society completely. About our understanding of our existence and our spirituality or the source, absolutely. ToLU'S then states, ToLU'S is ToLU'S, then states, we can say that in addition to encapsulating our lands, this dome also encapsulates our reality, and from there starts the basis of custodial manipulation and lying about our life purpose and our life purpose, our past, and consequently our totally uncertain future, because you're not writing it. You're playing a role. Remember, I was always saying you're some of the biggest vaudeville acts. You're not in the audience. You are actually what the audience views. I'm just saying, look at it. Look up. Just pay attention. Okay? These domes do not seem to be artificial creation, at least by any colonizer, or a priori, like the priori map, known. But it was or whatever, known, but it was manipulated at least certainly in our lands of origin to act as a great projector of the sky that we now know. It thus gives us a great cosmic simulation to test our experience on Earth and the creation of an inaccessible outer space where it seeks to reflect that we are, so that the story of outer space becomes easier to educate us with the idea of human insignificance. To say, look at the greater expanse and look at you, this minuscule microbe and this cosmic disorder of our false franchise. I had this one so-called indigenous brother. You also know we're talking about the telescope. I was looking at the planet Sun. He sounded like one of the biggest retards I've ever heard, not meaning to be. And if he comes over here, he needs to correct himself. And he's an idiot because he doesn't know better. He doesn't know how they made. He never watched how they're made. the real videos with the fish lens and everything else and the colors. Where do you think we get the kaleidoscope from? Which was, but we don't have to go no further than that. These individuals have an insatiable appetite for stupidity. And if you hear watching, speak up, and I'll burn you with your little telescope. Without cussing you out and being mean and malicious. That's what ignorant people do, right? The fact of feeling ourselves a mere distant point in a vast universe full of stars and full of galaxies far from each other, where everything moves, where theories abound, and the Big Bang Theory also becomes irrelevant. Are you paying attention? That sounds kind of plausible, even though nobody's went up there riding on SpaceX. Then I know a lot of you know about this fake comet that's been in the sky, right? Pay it no mind. The Invisible Dome Project theory demolishes all these theories. Because if everything we see in the skies is part of this great simulator with advanced custodial technology, then the question will inevitably arise, in what world are we really living in? Great question. And when one begins to question these issues that we took for irrefutable truths, everything around us seems to tremble to later collapse completely. Have y'all noticed that? All this is just a summary of the information I found in the great ancestral library and all of the enriching conversations with ancestral humans. For this reason, I'm going to go deeper into the subject that I consider of great importance at the time of beginning to analyze the home where we live in the worlds that surround us. The first clash of realities when crossing the Morris Passage, going through the wall, and crossing the first dome beyond the physical force of thrust that you feel, is to try to turn off the mind that is quickly filled with questions that your own eyes cannot answer. Questions are magnificent. No question is wrong. Unless you have an agenda, then it's not really a question, is it? You have to empty yourself, and you have to let, in order to accept what you're saying, I'm not saying that you won't see it for a lie. You must first not question it. You must first see it for what it is. Doesn't mean you know. Then you must seek the proper question, because a lot of times we have empty questions that are irrelevant to where you want to go. Because you ever seen somebody ask a question and they ask a question on top of a question on top of that question, and before you know it, they've been asked 50 questions, and the root question is, yeah, but I don't really believe it, so there was no questions at all. Insignificant. The question in the beginning. Because their whole composite is because they can't accept anything out of the lie they exist in. And then the other answer or argument would be, what makes you think I'm living a lie? What makes you think you're living a lie? To have religions, to see death and destruction, to run over to the level of belief that is normal, and yet everything that you see going on, you see it conclusively. Look at FEMA in the Carolinas. Those bastards are attempting to do over here what they did in Australia. Everybody should be up in arms. Now, I'm going to leave that at that. Okay? And people are. They're special forces guys, the whole slang. But what they don't get is, this is a test. Now, I can't reach out to them and say anything. With all the militias forming up and everything, literally hunting the FEMA, because the FEMA is the enemy. For those who saw what happened in Louisiana, and those who told the story who escaped, they stopped believing in this government long ago. Okay? And the horror stories, some don't even say nothing. And some of you heard them, and some of you know. FEMA is no different from the CIA, NFA, and FBI, all of them. The bad parts. Okay? We have this clear understanding. Hey, in the New York Minute, what's up, beloved? So it thus gives us a great cosmic simulation to test our experience on Earth and the creation of an inaccessible outer space. Listen, and the creation of an inaccessible outer space. I mean, the sun is 96.3 million miles away. Even the ancient books tell you that right above us and the moon and the sun are the same size, and one is transparent. Its purpose is to suck up the sun's light as it passes, and what other sun they may be, you all still call them suns, luminaries, right? They're the closest one. And to deliver it at night. You know what I mean? It's basically simple. Did you hear the media making fame of the victims because people want them out of or to stop destruction? Yeah, that is so liberal and so text opposing as far as, oh, somebody, I want to hear the men's feminine energy, and then when it's, yeah, that is just terrible. Anyway, right, check this out. The invisible dome projector theory demolishes all these theories because if everything we see in the sky is part of this great simulator with advanced custodial technology, then the question will inevitably, Jesus Christmas, arise: in what world are we really living in? And when one begins to question these issues that we took for irrefutable truths, everything around us seems to tremble to later collapse completely, as you see. All this is just a summary of the information I found in the Great Ancestral Library, I'm just reading again, and of all the enriching conversations with ancestral humans. For this reason, I'm going to go deeper into the subject that I consider of great importance at the time of beginning to analyze the home where we live and the worlds that surround us. Now, the first clash of realities when crossing the Morris Passage and crossing the first dome, beyond the physical force of thrust that you feel, is to try to turn off the mind that is quickly filled with questions that your own eyes cannot answer. This crossing is not only physical, it confronts realities and adds up to a total destruction of imposed dogmas. It is literally like being born again. All the concepts studied or analyzed are shattered in just seconds. Right now, T has been reading Flatlanders. Is it phenomenal, brother? Eye-opening, right? But in addition to all these mixed feelings, the first thing that one is impregnated with is that forgotten feeling of being important again. That's like some alien shit. Bull, right? But on top of your head. And I am not referring to the mere, excuse my language, the mere fact based on egocentrism, but as humanity. And an inner strength that seems to be asleep about our being is revitalized. Now, the fact of understanding that we are not a distant point in a vast universe that shows the skies projected by the dome is of such significance that makes us face what follows with a totally renewed energy. Every ancestor is educated in different ways, but the Great Ancestral Library, and y'all are actually alive witnessing 3 generations being educated, nurtured in different ways. Anyway, Ancestral Library is not only a large database that collects information and experiences from various points of the different lands or worlds, but it is also a must visit to be able to understand in depth about the records of how different historical events happened that during the various resets were deliberately destroyed from our history. Can anybody refute that? Can anybody refute that? The Great Library was destroyed several times, and they called it the Library of Egypt. It's here. It always has been. Anyway, the Great Library was destroyed several times by custodial attacks, but it has also such a complex and advanced system that absolutely none of the database could be manipulated. Hell, you could have been custodians. Like those ones who blew up that fake Stonehenge, letting you know that the TikTok. Isn't it funny? TikTok became some proverbial thing at that moment. And you, the melanated people, were being silenced unless you were shaking your butt, sitting in drawers, talking about, don't give me that happy, don't give me that, or walking around talking about some, looking like idiots. Anyway, that absolutely none of the database could be manipulated. Anyway, let me take it back. Attacks, but it has such a complex and advanced system that absolutely none of the database could be manipulated, let alone permanently destroyed. For that reason, several libraries were erected in different parts of the ancestral lands. But it was decided over time to locate this great structure in the capital, okay, the Ark. And since in the capital, which was known as the Ark, and since many suns ago, that's why you gave you the fake Noah's Ark, it is located in the same place, information, okay. And that's why we were starting getting into all these other names, Enlil, blah, 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 Enlil. And as far as what? What do you do with your paper, your book? When you want to Enlil, what do you want to do? Okay. It is visited daily by both ancestral beings as Anakim, the giants, are cases of extreme rarity as humans of the new cycle, as in this case. All the records of ships and vessels that have visited these lands during the great periods of life here outside of the known lands and are found in this great structure, and several of them caught my attention enough to mention some of them in the previous books. And I will also share them gradually, but it seems to me that it is appropriate to begin with the invisible dome projector, the one that will serve as a bridge to start a new path. Then we will travel in time to the first human civilizations that forged great centers in these lands and endangered so many times the dark colonizing plans. So the following is the representation of the Great Ancestral Library located in El Arca. All right. We'll read a little more of this later. I just wanted to bring that. I was inspired to read it to you because you see the existence and destruction all around you. You see the part that those beasts are playing and laughing at you. And you see how our people in their minuscule manner are arguing and fighting with one another, and they have no true recollection or narrative of ideas, or ideas steeped in narratives. To circumvent all of this, all valuable areas are underground. They seem to surface at particular times on purpose here. Yes. Yes, true. Yes. How you doing, sis? So they want the whole vibration to continue. Instagram, all of them. Absolutely. Sleep in the social library. Oh, you, girl, woman, if they could just make me go, oh, I can't, but, and just put me there, I wouldn't leave. I would just be with books. I'd be sleeping on the books. I wouldn't, I'd just be reading. So I'm saying that. Lance Ward, what's up, beloved? Yeah, life is stranger than fiction. Life has become fiction. Me to it, man. That's everything. Yeah. Did you hear the media making film? Yeah, I know. I heard that on the news there were guys armed and looking. Yes, and it's true. Hell, a couple of them got beat up pretty bad. I don't advocate that stuff, but you know how it is. You know what I mean? I'm Zanwadi. Account, real account or fake count. That's a bot, and that's just stupid. We're gonna hide you, bro. I'm not here for numbers. Hey, DeAndre, what's happening? And it's good to see you in here, beloved. All valuable libraries. Yes, they are. All of them. And some of them are walking around on two legs. And they're on trees. They're in the rocks that you walk over. The ants you squish. The things you fear. The libraries are everywhere. It's just that they make you believe that a skunk is a skunk. A raccoon is a raccoon. A possum is a possum. And they'll say, but those are all of the, what is the word for them? What is it called? Marsupial?
Marsupial?
Marsupial? That's an ancient tongue. And most people won't even research it because they'll look at whatever they've given them to keep them running around in circles. Everything is sentient, but you play a bigger role. You just have not stepped into it. You've been like the caliphate, something they, you know what I mean? You got to step out of that fake praying mode. Start existing as your truth. Some of you keep thinking, what I got to do to have my truth. Don't you hear your voice in your head? Are you grounding? Are you still holding conversation with people who are not insignificant, but they're not where you're at? You hold yourselves back. You dig what I'm saying? Look at them. They are so cowardly. We gotta shadow ban. We gotta block some things, and that's terribly consistent of their ignorance. And I enjoy it for one. Oh, they don't stand a chance. Listen, when I tell you they're stuck, and I know a lot of you have a hard time, well, gathering this information. There are things out there they know nothing about. Nothing. Anunnaki, custodians, no matter what you want to call them. Nothing about. Absolutely. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, okay? Because I'm getting pretty freaking hungry. Marcus Williams, what's up, beloved? Oh, I forget. Somebody else donated. I'll call up everybody who donated. I'll hit you up again, okay? Because our beloved sister hit us up pretty good and exceptionally. I appreciate that. And it doesn't mean that you don't donate, people. She donated, and I was very like, whoa, I'm taking it back because it's always our beautiful sisters, and I appreciate the women is the power, and they keep me going on here. If it weren't for them and some good brothers, I'd stop. Okay, there's so many energies out here, but we need to focus on our own energy. You're right, New York. You're right, my brother. But we got to focus on us. You know what I'm saying, beloved? Because there's stuff going on right now that's got people over there in New York and Chicago, places. I actually talk to people, and they're like, sometimes they go, man, something's got me confused. When you strengthen yourself, there's a vortex. There's a when you start seeing the little white dots and the black dots, you don't see the sky no more. And then when you start being able to make them move and dance, then when you look at the ground, you learn it takes practice. You see those very white dots in the darkness of the dirt. You call Earth. You call dirt. That's not what it is. But anyway, right? Then when you realize you're able to do that, then everything you look at, you notice it's particulars. It's it's atomic. And then you allow yourself to see it as you've been nurtured to see it, or raised to see it. But it's good when you can look up, look around, and you can see what's really going on. Y'all know, right there, brothers? When you look at the sky and you see number of white dots and black dots, right? The sky doesn't look blue no more. It's there, but you see beyond it. Am I lying?
Nope.
And how's that? From breathing and meditate, right?
Right.
And when you see it, it's not because you're losing oxygen or too much carbon. And that's why I say y'all should come and learn. I'm saying a little too much on here. Okay? Nah, I'm not saying too much of shit. Excuse my language. Of anything. Work on that. Okay? Like I said, I don't want no whole lot of talk. I smell them. All right? But it's cool. And again, I know y'all always say, why does he say that? None of y'all want to have said it. No, I actually like what they've done. How y'all couldn't even catch it to see it. That should allude to something. I'm just getting ready to play Santa Claus, y'all. Satan's Claus. I mean, my name is Lucifer. Well, I know that's gonna stir people crazy. Oh my goodness, the Scott. They're gonna be just like them broken ass roosters and. Hey, baby, what's up, Snooey Snoo? Hey, mama.
Hey, Sister Sue.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Santa Claus. I'm gonna let it come in because mine's coming kind of Greekish. It comes straight down and. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we just want to stop all the broken and all that. We want to stop all Bobby, propane, and propane accessories. Oh, there they go. Oh, leave my white Jesus alone. Uncle Ruckus, no relations. Oh, it's the devil. People crack me up. Whatever term they gave them things or whatever, if y'all want to hold on to that, go right ahead. I mean, there's some big things out there now. But if you want to believe in that, boy, there's no hope for you. You're your own devil and your own Jesus. Right? For those who still hold on to those terms, you know what I mean? Oh, don't you be over there sassafrassing me with that African mumbo jumbo talking about who's Uncle Ruckus? What you say? What? Don't you? Hey, listen here. I'm gonna tell you one time. Oh, listen. In my beautiful land where the great white man has built so many advanced technologies. Oh my God! Here they go. What do you think about that, T? Well, we got a couple of two magnificent Negroes sitting here. Why don't y'all come down from them trees right quick and talk to these magnificent, dirty black folk? No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. My pardon, if you don't. No more Uncle Ruckus for the rest of the week. All right, I'm sorry. Oh, there we... Anyway. Appreciate you all, man. We gotta eat something and get us a day going. We may work on that now. We just may and chill today and then go out there tomorrow. Me and T me and T, all three of us, we work hard as but see, he really had me in my feelings yesterday. He carved out a whole piece of brownie cake, man.
It did look like a brownie. I was thinking that too while I was digging. So I was thinking about lava cake and all that shit. I was like, damn it.
I watch the language, man. I'm live. I'm gonna watch my language too. I did Uncle Ruckus without cursing. Like, come on now. Anyway, y'all know the Cash App. It's $ Indian Gem. Uppercase I, uppercase J, 1. What does the 1 mean? You would think that I would have to have RXZ, uppercase V. No. Means 1. Only 1. If they want to play with that, so be it. I have no problem. Cheers. Anyway, I'm hungry. Gotta eat. See you guys later on, all right? Thank you, baby. That's it if you want to send $1.50. Y'all know that like Getty Green, all of them, I have tons of information that I've stored and kept. And I'm saving all that for a rainy day. Every once in a while, I'll throw something out at you. Because right now, people think it's a competition. I keep telling you there's no competition. Especially when I was getting my butt whipped and half of these people weren't even so-called breathing. Hey, baby, will you stop killing them moths? I know you got to eat, man. See, she's gonna see that one. Mama girl's gonna eat. You on there stuck over there. She gonna come and get you like she did your little friends. Couldn't save them. Hi, Mama. I know you standing on the band. Hi, how are you? You don't want the fly. You want the moth. You want the juicy moth, right? The morsel over there. I'm gonna point them out right there. Come on. This is Finchers, right? Ventures?
I actually don't know. I didn't look them up.
Come on. It's all right. You know it is. Okay. She sees it. See? She's gonna get it. She's gonna look up there. She's gonna head sideways, and she's gonna feed. She's gonna feed the fat, the one that's laying on the ground that was damaged. They're gonna suck that one up. Oh, my apologies. I'm talking about bugs and birds and eating. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and 50 cents, send $50.
Over here.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they send, honey. It's all gonna be used for good books. And like I said, matter of fact, this evening I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and order one because I need to have stuff come into this PO box. What's the PO box, bro?
458.
4602. 4602. I'm gonna have to change it on my what you call it? Wait, hold on. Everybody, you got a pen to have the PO box if you want to send a book, or I don't know. I don't have no Amazon wish list. Well, I never thought of creating one. I am going to go to this place that makes T-shirts, right? Over here. Payday, right? And I'm gonna get a couple of t-shirts or sweatshirts made up, and I'm gonna show you guys them. And if that's the case, if you guys like them, like I said, I'm a great artist. Now I wrote a lot of poetry, and I hope a lot of you have wrote a lot of poetry. And I'm gonna create t-shirts with significant statements. I can't use people's stuff that are copyright and stuff like that. I have plenty of my own, and I'm gonna share it with you guys and show you. And if you wouldn't like it, then we can all chip in and we'll produce them, and we'll make sure that they change up. It's never the same unless people want something of, you know what I'm saying? And I'll create a little what you call it, so that way you can purchase merchandise. I'm big. I wish I was deeper in touch with my daughter for her to make those magnificent mugs she makes. Oh my goodness, to put. Oh my goodness. Hey Marcus, I got you already. Okay, but anyway, we'll get into that down the road. I want to come back later on with a big old belly. I might have a glass of wine. I don't want to drink beer no more. Beer doesn't do me right. And I've been hearing some bad stories about nanotechnology and soda and beer. I don't know how true it is. I'm going to stay away from beer. But you know me, dark liquor, but wine is my thing. Always will be. Until the day I can turn water into wine, you know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. But I appreciate you guys. And if you got a pen and a paper, what is the P.O. box? I have it on here. I just haven't memorized it.
4602.
4602.
East Dragoon.
East Dragoon. Like dragon. DRAGOON. Not Snoop DOOG. No, anyway, dog. Anyway.
Road.
Road.
P.O. Box.
P.O. Box.
458.
P.O. Box 458. All right. Pingle. Hey, Marcus and everybody. Hey. And they all saying hi to all y'all. If you're looking, ain't looking.
What's going on, Kim? I've been responding to them in the chat.
You will. Okay, I will hook it up. So that way you can have something. It's going to be something that, you know, those who are filming it, it's going to be, it's not going to be something super profound and all that. To you, it may be. It may allow other people to see and go, oh, and oh. Be like that guy, you know, don't smoke too much. But, and ooh. I just don't want y'all walking around like this. Boy, the memes and the stuff people got out here, man. Right. Things is so funny. P.O. Box 4602 East Dragoon Road. P.O. Box 45. Baby. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you, honey. And y'all know I don't use the word love. I always say my mi amor. Well, damn, if it's yeah, I love every bit of her. And them things is just
that's the black
texting
and white
everything.
One.
Oh, that's the black and white ones?
I mean the black and red and yellow one. You
the green, but that's them big ones. Yeah, I want to grab one of them and show them to you. Anyway, appreciate you guys. All right. And my super chat is back up. Some of y'all used to always give super chats. All right. I appreciate that. I really do. It gets us across the mark. And like I stated, it's cleaned up. I was going to be sharing some of the dig, some of the things we're doing, like the small things, the shorts, change. When we get to the bigger thing, the platform, I'm gonna make sure that all three of us are recording, and it sounds good, right, T? And that way we can have like our different points, who's doing what, building what, fixing what, because it's not like we're all gonna be hands-on and state in one place, and we're all, one's holding the wood together, the other one's holding the nail, and the other one's hitting the hammer. No, we're gonna be all over that thing, getting stuff done. All right. And he's reading. Anyway, appreciate y'all. P.O. Box 4602 East Dragoon Road 458. P.O. Box.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Dragoon, Arizona.
Yeah, Dragoon, and it's in Dragoon, Arizona. My apologies.
Zip code 85609.
Yeah, 85609 is 85609 is the zip, and it's Dragoon, Arizona as well. My apologies. Could somebody put that up there? East Dragoon Road, P.O. Box 458. Yes, Carrie. I'm putting my socks back on. I'm ready to eat. No, I'm leaving them off. I'm gonna get this plate neat. She got it. She got it, bro.
Damn.
They got it.
That shit.
Look, like it's down there half chewed up. They grabbed it, pulled it apart, and they kissed each other. That's the way to do it. That's like spaghetti. Was that the tramp? What was that?
Lady and
Dog,
the
Lady
Tramp.
and Tramp. Yeah. Oh, y'all like that? 85609 Arizona. Yes, honey. And make sure you put the PO in front of that 458. PO Box 458. I appreciate you guys. All right. And it's 85609 Dragoon, Arizona. All right. Hey, baby. Was it good? Was it good? Yeah. No, you can't eat that. That's not a cheesy poof. Hi. Hi. You didn't have to jump on in front of me like that, like you was scared or something. Like, come on, man. You know the energy's right. That's why you're down by my toe anyway. He greedy, but then went over there to finish off the poor little beautiful black and white silver moth, a butterfly, whatever it is. He popped that one out. That was good. It was good till I made him. He must have had some clove up in there. Pop that out, movie. Anyway, I got a fly trying to get in the camera lens. I appreciate P.O. Box 4602 East Dragoon Road, P.O. Box 458 Arizona 85609. Yes, baby. Fabulous. I want to take a screenshot of that too. Let me see how that works. Let me see. I'll share it with y'all. Put a post up. Y'all be like, he crazy. I know I am. Anyway, Rupert Jenkins. All right. Yeah, okay. Thank you, baby. Outstanding. That's it. Dragoon, Arizona 8560. 856. No, 09. 85609. Not 79, honey. 85609. Yeah, you had it up top. Let's see, what is that? P.O. Box 4602 East Dragoon Road, Dragoon, Arizona 85609. Oh, she doing the 4th Street. Okay. Be ready for Santa Claus. Knows if you're naughty and nice. Checking that damn list. Oh, I'm checking it twice. Yes, baby. Okay, I'm gonna do that one here. That way I can share. Giddy Green. Okay. Anyway, appreciate you all. It's nothing but mad respect and everything. And they can boo boo whatever they're doing. Who cares? You know what I mean? There it goes, y'all. Baby girl, that solid one right there. Anyway, I'm hungry. See you guys later on, maybe 5 or 6 hours or so, okay? Appreciate y'all. Got the Cashapp, you got the P.O. Box. It's not no time soon because we're gonna be getting splinters and stuff. But and wet. But absolutely, some merchandise. I'm actually gonna create some because I've been thinking about it. Could have worked with some people and done it, and they just, I don't know. It is what it is. So I'll just go ahead and take charge and do it. All right. And working with the brothers as a team. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yes, teamwork, baby. I mean, Carrie Beeks. Yes. Yeah, baby. Smile and get that love. That's right. I thought it was just new right there. Anyway, talk to you guys later. All right? Sisters, brothers, appreciate you guys. Salute.